Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're working with AWS and you want to make sure your data is available, resilient, and highly durable, you probably hear of Amazon S3 Replication. Today we're diving into AWS S3 Replication, what it is, why it's important, and how you can easily set it up to enhance the reliability of your data. Let's get started. So, what exactly is S3 replication? In simple terms, S3 replication is an AWS feature that allows you to copy objects from one S3 bucket to another automatically. It's useful for compliance, disaster recovery, and performance optimization. AWS offers two types of replication: live replication and on demand replication. Live replication to automatically replicate new and updated objects as they are written to the source bucket. Use live replication. Live replication doesn't replicate any objects that existed in the bucket before you set up replication. On-demand replication to replicate the existing objects from the source bucket to one or more destination buckets on demand. Use S3 batch replication. There are two forms of live replication: cross-region replication and same-region replication. Use cross-region replication to replicate objects across Amazon S3 buckets in different AWS regions. Use same-region replication to copy objects across Amazon S3 buckets in the same AWS region, both of them in the same AWS account or another. Now, let's walk through setting up S3 replication step by step. Go to the AWS S3 console, select your source bucket, click on Management tab, and then Replication Rules. Create a new replication rule. Enable versioning. Always ensure versioning is enabled for both source and destination bucket. Replication rule name. Choose a rule scope. Apply to all objects in the bucket. Choose the destination bucket. Set IAM permissions. AWS automatically creates a replication role, but you can also specify a custom IAM role. You can enable encryption, destination storage class, to change the storage class for the replication objects. You can select additional replication options. That replication time control replicate 99% of new objects within 15 minutes and include replication metrics. Enable metrics and notification to track replication progress. Delete marker replication or replicate modification sync. Click on save to save the rule and activate replication. So, what if you have objects that were created before you enable replication? That's where S3 batch replication comes in. S3 batch replication allows you to replicate existing objects across buckets, even if they were uploaded before enable S3 replication. It's useful for large-scale migration and retroactive compliance. So let's see how to replicate existing objects using S3 batch replication. Replicate existing objects. Yes, replicate existing objects. Click on Submit. Automatically run the job when it's ready. Completion report. Generate completion report. Completion report scope all tasks, select completion, report destination, permissions, uh, create a new role, and click on save. Okay, and this is batch operation. Replication, uh, only we need to wait until batch operation replicate the existing objects. In the meantime, I'm going to check the job on the destination bucket, and I'm going to update or to upload a new object. And batch replication has completed successfully, and you can see the new objects on the destination bucket. Go to the batch operations to see that it's completed. Job completed successfully, and the total objects 2 and complete 100%. So why hasn't the last object been replicated? Because S3 live replication doesn't have a SLA to replicate new objects. If we want to replicate new objects between 15 minutes, we need to enable replication time control. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. Only I'm just going to wait for this object to replicate. The last object has already been replicated. Before we finish, here are some best practice for using S3 replication. And we can see the objects, the replication status on destination bucket. The status of the objects is replica, and the status of the objects in the source bucket is completed. Here are some best practice for using S3 replication. Enable versioning. Always ensure versioning is enabled for both source and destination bucket. Monitor replication status. You can use Amazon CloudWatch to monitor the status of replication and set up alerts for failures. Consider cost. Replication across regions comes with data transfer cost, so plan accordingly. You can use lifecycle policies. Set lifecycle policies to manage the storage of replicated data. For example, move data to S3 Glacier after it's no longer frequently accessed. If you want to predictable replication times, you can use S3 replication time control, RTC. So that's wrap on AWS S3 replication. We covered what it is, how to set it up, and why it's so useful for ensuring data durability, availability, and disaster recovery. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any question or want to see more AWS tutorials, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.